Hello everyone, I am DJ Bairam. Welcome back in this lecture. In the last lecture, we have discussed the hydrolysis of salt of weak acid and weak base. Also, we have seen the different problems based on salt hydrolysis. So, in this lecture, we are going to see the solubility and solubility product of sparingly soluble salts. So let's have a look. Last topic, that is the solubility and solubility product of sparingly soluble salt. So the concentration of solute in saturated solution is called as solubility. So we have a number of examples of electrolyte which are sparingly soluble in aqueous solution at room temperature. For example, silver halides. So these are the different silver halides. Apart from these examples, there are number of examples of sparingly soluble salt. For example, calcium fluoride here, PbF2, BaSO4, PbSO4, and these are the different examples of sparingly soluble salts. Basically, in saturated solution of sparingly soluble salt, the equilibrium exists between the solid salt and its ions in water. For example, AgCl, that means solid AgCl in saturated solution. So in this case, or we can say that in saturated solution of sparingly soluble salt, this equilibrium is set up between the salt and this is the salt and its ion in water. Okay. So by applying the law at equilibrium, we can write equilibrium constant for this reaction as K is equal to A into Ag plus into ACl minus upon AgCl. Okay, where Ag plus and ACl minus are the activity of silver ions and chloride ions in an aqueous solution, whereas AgCl is the activity of solid silver halides. The activity of silver halides is taken as unity. Here, the activity of silver halides is taken as unity. So, we can write this equation KSP is equal to Ag plus into ACl minus, where KSP is the solubility product of sparingly soluble salt. It is constant and given temperature, but it is more convenient to express the molar concentration term in solubility product. So instead of activities, so this equation KSP we can write in the form of concentration term in solubility product. So KSP is equal to Ag plus into Cl minus. Now we have another example, the solubility of Ag2Cl2 in molar concentration. So we can write the equation or chemical reaction as Ag2Cl2 solid. Here saturated solution, you know that the equilibrium is set up between salt and its ions in water. So it will give 2Ag plus 2Cl minus. Now by applying the law at equilibrium, we'll get the solubility product of sparingly soluble salt, that is the Ksp is equal to Ag plus bracket square into Cl minus bracket square. In general, sparingly soluble salt of BxAy dissociate in aqueous solution as, so this is general reaction, BxAy solid in saturated solution. So the equilibrium is set up between salts and its ion. So it will give x small x into capital B raised to power y plus small y into capital A raised to power x minus. So the solubility product of this salt is given by Ksp is equal to B y plus bracket raised to power x into capital A x minus raised to power y. Okay, so this is the general sparingly soluble salt and its solubility product. So what is meant by solubility product? The solubility product of sparingly soluble salt in aqueous solution is defined as the product of concentration of ions raised to a power equal to the number of times ions occurs in the equation representing the ionization of 1 molecules of salt. Now let us discuss the relation between molar solubility and solubility product. The relation between molar solubility and solubility product are some common sparingly soluble salt of the types AB, AB2 or A2B, AB3, A2B2 and last one A2B3. Now consider the sparingly soluble salt of first type, so that is the AB. So AB, solid AB in saturated solution, it will give A plus B minus. Now the solubility product equation by the law Ksp is equal to A plus into B minus. Now let us consider the molar solubility of salt is S. Then we can write A plus is equal to S and B minus is equal to S. So we can write this equation Ksp is equal to A plus into B minus is equal to A plus means S into S is equal to A square. So the solubility of salt S is equal to square root of Ksp. Now consider the sparingly soluble salt of second type AB2 or A2B. For example, AB2 dissociate into A2 plus to B minus. So the solubility product by using the law Ksp is equal to A2 plus into B minus raised to power 2, that means the square. So the molar solubility of salt is S, then A2 plus is equal to S, and similarly for B minus is equal to 2S, because here number of moles are 2. So 2s. So the solubility product of this salt we can write as A2 plus into B minus square is equal to S into 2s. Here 2s and its square is equal to 4s cube. So the solubility of salt S is equal to 3 square root of KSP upon 4. So next type AB3 or A3B type. So AB3 will dissociate into A3 plus 3B minus. So the solubility product equation by using the law, we can write KSP is equal to A3 plus into B minus cube. The molar solubility of salt is S. Then A3 plus is equal to S and B minus is equal to 3. 3 indicate the number of moles. So the solubility product is equal to S into 3S cube is equal to 27S raised to power 4. Yes, 4. Okay. So the solubility of salt S is equal to 4 square root of KSP upon 27. Next type A2 B2 type. So this A2 B2 salt dissociate into 2A plus 2B minus, and the solubility product by using the law we can write KSP is equal to A plus square into B minus square. So the molar solubility of salt, yes, so we can write A plus is equal to 2S, B minus is equal to 2S, number of moles. So the KSP for this reaction 2S square into 2S square will give the 16S raised to power 4, and therefore the solubility of salt S is equal to 4 square root of KSP upon 16, and the last type A2 B3 or A3 B2 type. Similarly, for this type we can write this reaction, that means the ionization reaction 2A3 plus 3B2 minus. Here 2 and 3 indicate the number of moles. The solubility product equation by the law KSP is equal to A3 plus into 3A plus raised to power 2, that means square, into B2 minus whole bracket cube. The molar solubility of salt S for A3 plus is equal to 2S and B2 minus is equal to 3S. So we can write KSP is equal to 2S square into 3S cube is equal to 108S raised to power 5. So finally therefore the solubility of salt S is equal to 5 square root of KSP is upon 108. Okay, these are the 5 types of salts. Okay, and we have seen the solubility and solubility product of sparingly soluble salt. Now let us see the problems based on this concept. So the first problem is the solubility product of silver chloride in water is 1.56 into 10 raised to power minus 10. Now we have to calculate its solubility in water at 25 degrees Celsius in gram per liter, and the given data is atomic weight So let's see KSP. Here the solubility product of silver chloride. So we have to calculate its solubility in water for silver chloride. So the solubility product of silver chloride KSP is equal to Ag plus into Cl minus. Silver chloride is a salt and its ions. Okay, ions means Ag plus into Cl minus is equal to S into S is equal to S square. So the solubility of salt S is equal to square root of KSP is equal to, what is the KSP value here? KSP value is already given 1.56 into 10 raised to power minus 10. So we'll get the solubility of salt is equal to 1.25 into 10 raised to power minus 5 mole per liter. But we want value in gram per liter. So the solubility of silver chloride in gram per liter is equal to solubility into its molecular weight. So solubility is 1.25 into 10 raised to power minus 5 mole per liter into molecular weight of silver chloride is 143.5 gram mole per liter. So we'll get solubility in gram per liter is equal to 0.00179 gram per liter. Okay, so this is solubility of silver chloride in gram per liter. So let's move on. Next problem. The solubility of MgOH2 magnesium hydroxide is 0.00835 gram per liter. So calculate the solubility product of magnesium hydroxide at 25 degree Celsius. Here also given molecular weight. Okay, so the solubility product of this salt magnesium hydroxide is equal to Mg plus 2 into OH minus square. So we can write S into 2S square is equal to 4S cube. The solubility of magnesium hydroxide is converted from gram per liter to mole per liter. Okay, so solubility is equal to, solubility is already given in gram per liter 0.00835 into molecular weight 58 gram. So we'll get the value 1.44 into 10 raised to minus 4 mole per liter. So the putting this solubility in solubility product equation. So this solubility product equation KSP is equal to 4S cube. Here 4 into S value solubility 1.44 into 10 raised to power minus 4 cube. So 4 into 2.98986 into 10 raised to power minus 12. So finally we'll get the solubility product of magnesium hydroxide is equal to 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 11. And this is the last problem. Calculate the solubility in gram per liter of ferric hydroxide in water at 25 degrees Celsius if its solubility product is 1.1 into 10 raised to power minus 38. So given here given also atomic weights of Fe, oxygen and hydrogen. So the solution of this problem, the solubility product of this salt is equal to Fe3 plus into OH minus cube is equal to S into 3S cube is equal to 27S4. Okay, therefore the solubility of this salt S is equal to 4 square root of KSP upon 27 is equal to 4 under root 1.1 into 10 raised to power minus 38 upon 27. KSP value is 1.1 into 10 raised to power minus 38. So 4 under root 4.07 into 10 raised to power minus 40. Finally, the solubility of this salt S is equal to 1.42 into 10 raised to power minus 10 mole per liter. Now, the solubility of FeOH3 in gram per liter is equal to solubility in mole per liter into molecular weight, means solubility into molecular weight. So solubility is 1.42 into 10 raised to power minus 10 into its molecular weight. Molecular weight is 107 gram per mole. So the solubility of ferric hydroxide is equal to 1.52 into 10 raised to minus 8 gram per liter. Okay. So in this lecture we have seen the solubility and solubility product of sparingly soluble salt and the problems related with this concept. Okay. Thank you.